Hello, 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 and welcome to Otaku Don React. I don't know what we gonna call these things. Probably should have thought about that before we.
Takudon One Piece live reaction.
Okay, there we go. That's long. We'll figure out a shorter name. But we saw this came out. It's on the earlier side, so we really just wanted to talk about it because One Piece is cool, and
Yeah.
this is the first chapter after whatever happened to Garp. What happened to Garp?
No one knows what happened to Garp.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, I have my suspicions. I think he's dead, but with Oda, unless you actually see the fact that no body, no death rule is a very real thing. Even if your body ends up inside the middle of the ocean, if there's no dead body, it's not a thing.
yeah, he better not be dead.
Uh huh. I don't know. I think it brings in 3-6. Luffy needs some reason to want to fight Blackbeard.
No, Luffy has a reason to fight Blackbeard.
What?
He's the whole reason that Ace got taken to Marineford and killed.
I mean,
It was all Blackbeard. Blackbeard captured Ace, turned him in. He was the instrument for all of that.
I feel like he would care a lot less about him just doing his job, which is technically what he was doing as a warlord. But I don't know. Luffy's not. That's actually thinking that Luffy's like a rational person, which is not a safe assumption at all.
I'm not gonna say.
He listens to Nuck if you buck. But and the beginning of
Mm-hmm.
this chapter is pretty much everybody reacting to the fact that Garp is MIA,
Yes.
and we go all the way back to Fuchsia Village in the East Blue,
That's what
which
I'm
we
saying.
haven't seen in like God knows how long.
Oh, we learned something. We learned something, but I'll wait till we get there. But we learned something. We
Yeah,
learned
we
something
learned. I
crazy.
mean, so there's people reacting to that. I'm still worried
Yes.
about Garp. Uh, this child
We
recently became familiar
see,
with Lucy's face. Wait, what?
yeah, the one that might be Shanks' baby.
Oh,
Remember when Shanks and the
was it?
barmaid was just chilling, and then now there's that random baby that's
Mm.
there.
But I
Yeah.
feel
So
like
the
that kid's maybe a skosh too young. But then again, One Piece has happened in a way shorter timeline than you think it has.
yes,
So it might not have been
it's
that long. Now I have no
been
idea
like
why there's a bunch of calamities all over the place.
I do
Why is that? Because there was, I know there was the earthquake.
because he got rid of the island.
Who? Oh, that's
So in his lobby was the first time that they used the Mother Flame
yep.
because that's where the other waterfall into the ocean that's just not filling up is.
Oh,
Yeah,
and he used the mother.
that's
We used the mother flame here. When?
that they use that on Lucia. That's the island that's missing. That's why there's that giant hole. It's Lucia, the island that they got rid of.
Lucia's which island? Whose island is that?
That's the island that Sabo was on before Eam obliterated it, or they thought Sabo was on.
Oh,
And I remember he
man.
was on the ship and he was doing the little like
They did not.
VP and
I guess.
Mushi.
I guess they did not appreciate Sabo running up in there and acting like he owned the place.
Well, no, they said that they were going to target Lucia because it was one of the kingdoms that was rebelling anyway. And so I'm just surprised that now we kind of have an understanding of Ennis Lobby was created by the use of this
The mother
technology, by
flame,
this mother flame,
or the mother flame.
or
I'm
or
guessing just.
whatever at least the mother flame does.
I. I looks like it breaks things down all the way. Like it unmakes things.
Yeah, so
Now I'm
it
not sure if
definitely
that's repurposed somewhere else, but looking
nah,
at
I
this
don't know.
massive chasm is just like Jesus.
Yeah, no, I'm on the chapter right now and we got Eam just there. We've reached the spot where the kingdom was, and yeah, like I said, there is just a giant hole by approximately 1 meter. Yeah, so there's just that giant chasm in there, and that's why all the things are happening. That's why the
The
sea level
terrible weather effect.
raise.
That doesn't
Yeah,
make any sense. Shouldn't the sea level be going lower? Because there's like a giant vacuum, so it means they're trying to fill that in, and thus the sea level lowers. Maybe that's. I feel like
no,
Oda's a little
remember they
bit.
said it's not going to get filled up. Same thing with the other one. That's why Ennis Lobby never fills. Because I mean, realistically, if you thought about it, Ennis Lobby over the 2 years should have been full.
Huh.
but it's just a giant hole in the wall. Yeah, so no, they just create giant holes. I don't understand the logistics of that and how that physically makes sense, but yeah,
It's a fantasy universe. It doesn't necessarily have to, but Oda's typically a little bit too fastidious for me to just be like, oh, yeah, he doesn't care about that. Nah, he definitely cares.
they probably just haven't told us yet
It's like there's
what they're
some
like.
dynamic. I feel like that is an explanation for what the Mother Flame does, and there is because there be. It's almost like it's pushing the water away, but it just looks like a waterfall. So it means there's
Yeah,
it's like a zone where no one can go.
yeah. I know it said the water went up like a meter or something. So I feel like the Kamabaka Kingdom, their beach got flooded. They said some islands got destroyed. That there's no more. Some islands are gone now. There's a whole lot of stuff happened with this earthquake.
How did they get their hands on the Mother Flame? I thought that was
York,
so. Someone just smuggled it out from Vegapunk.
no, York sent it to them.
Well, that was a mistake.
Yeah, that's why when they say that's why when Aim says Vegapunk gave them the Mother Flame, that's who they were talking about. They were talking about York, not actual like the Stella body.
Uh,
But she wants to be a Gorosa.
well, she's gonna end up dead. That didn't work. I hate when people do things like this and then don't even actually accomplish their goals.
Who do you think is the strongest Vice Admiral?
That is a bizarre question.
No, they showed nine of them this chapter. By nine, maybe
I
HQ
mean, if
Vice
Garp
Admiral.
is still alive, Garp?
No, he's not a part of this. Is so far we have Doll and I think there's Dalmatian there, but the other ones we don't know their names.
I
But
don't.
yeah, they're
I
the
mean,
nine
I
Vice
don't
Admirals.
have a good enough frame of reference to care about this. Like for most of these dudes, I don't even care who they are. They're just a bunch of. They're
Nah,
just eight. There's nine
I,
dudes.
I need to see what this dude is doing. See his face? He looks crazy and old.
Oh yeah, this dude right here. Well, you can't
Yeah,
see my
nah,
screen, but kind of with the
yeah,
sunglasses.
yes.
I mean, I kind of don't care because either that's his fruit that's making him that old, or he's that old and he's still a vice admiral.
If it's his fruit, I want to know what kind of fruit is doing that.
Age, fruit.
But how do you make that strong? Like you all oldest, or maybe you age things slower. You swap age with them. I don't know. But I'm interested to see that. I'm interested to see if Kizaru actually is gonna fight. I feel like the Straw Hats are gonna win this battle.
I mean, the problem is they've leveled up so far since the last time they ran into Kisuru. It's just been, it's nowhere near the same type of deal.
Yeah, because right
But
now,
Kisuru still moves at the speed of light, so he's ridiculously broken. The problem is he just has no mass, so I'm not sure how much that actually works out and how much force he actually hits with. Because, like, shining a light on Luffy really isn't going to do anything. It's just like, I have kicked you with light. I'm made out of rubber. I
I feel like all the other Vegapunks besides the Stella body are dead.
don't think so. I feel like they would be spazzing out a lot more if that were the case.
Well, I feel like they're not spazzing out because they have Stella and they captured York, but like in the very last scene, you see Brooke, you see Stella, you see Usopp, Frankie, Chopper, Bonnie, Rob Lucci, his pigeon, Luffy,
I guess Rob Lucci and them
um,
are just kind of.
Nami. But where is Stussy and Kaku?
I mean, do we care about Stussy and Kaku?
Yeah, Stussy's been on our side since the beginning because she's a traitor. She was the traitor that wasn't fucking with the world government. So we still care about Stussy.
I mean, we'll figure it out next time. I think this shot was more about establishing the main players. So you got the entire Straw Hat crew that are still alive. The old
Yes.
man version of Vegapunk. Brooks over there with the weird head thing on. Oh, apparently we also got the one of the Vegapunks talk their way into being allowed to be to be not a Gorosei. What do you call it?
Celestial
Celestial
Dragon.
Dragon, which apparently you're just can opt. They can just let you in.
They can't, but she thinks that she can. That's why they were going to kill her too. I don't think that she understands that she can't be a Gorosei. Like I feel like if they wouldn't let Doflamingo, who was literally born a celestial dragon, not come back because his dad decided that they're not just giving it out.
Hmm. I don't know
But
what
I
the
also,
thing is, but I feel like we about to get a good old fashioned tussle in order to get the
I
heck
hope
out of
so.
here. So, how do you feel about this chapter overall? Since we made it all the way to the end,
I
where
want to see more fighting. I need to see fighting. I need to see someone stop Kizaru. I need to see what Saint J is going to do. That's, I guess, is where I'm really at. I feel like this is where Oda's going to show the difference between Luffy and his crew and Law and Kid and their crews. Yeah.
I mean, I would place say probably Sanji and Zoro are probably on the same level as Law and Kid these days.
Mm,
But we
I don't
really
think so.
haven't actually seen Zoro. Zoro has not had the ability to go
Hmm?
just kind of all out.
What? No, that's the Velasquez keys.
So yeah,
Hmm.
I want to see Zoro have the ability to go all out and not be injured for once. So I
I don't
guess
think we're
they're
going
gonna
to get
be.
that to Syria.
I get. I mean, we can get that against the vice admirals.
Yeah.
I feel. I think that's where the inflection point is going to be, and I think also we're going to get a split inside the militaries, the Marines at some point. We're going to get the people who are willing to follow the Celestial Dragons and the people who aren't. And obviously, like pretty much the people who follow Garp are probably the nose, and the
Well,
people
I'm going
who
to
run,
say,
people who run with Kizaru or I mean,
I
not
feel like Aka Inu doesn't like the Celestial Dragons.
Aka Inu probably Aka Inu doesn't really like a lot of things. That's the reason why he's blind.
No, Fujitora is blind.
Fujitora. Well, I don't. Also, I don't think Fujitora is
Magma
gonna.
guy.
I don't think Fujitora would roll with the Celestial Dragons either.
I think Magma guy is not going to roll with them.
I
I
feel like
think
he's just
light.
getting a lot more annoyed.
I think the light guy will though.
He's really just too indifferent and doesn't really. He's too much of a don't rock the boat type of person.
He already said, "Yeah, I'm a slave to the corporation." He already told Sentomaru that. So
And then Granbull is definitely on the I'm rolling with the Celestial Dragon side. So we do it with
yeah,
Aka Inu and uh Bushi or Bato Jutsu dude with Granbull and
Kizaru.
Kizaru. So Fujitora and Aka Inu. Which would be a really awkward spit for Aokiji because he'd definitely pop up like so. You you it cost me an arm and a leg for you to leave
Hmm.
later.
Yeah,
I thought I really wanted this. Also, this entire situation speaks to how much Buddha Man was actually keeping everybody in check.
I mean, I feel like Buddha Man just had a good time where he ain't have no new young punk. The road had hit a nice status quo. They got rid of Roger, and everybody else was chilling.
But everyone knew that the pirates were on the rise. Basically, the tide was rising. It just didn't hit the top before he got there, and then the tide rose. You hit Aka Inu, and he just kind of got out of there. He just got out of Dodge on time.
Yeah,
But anywho, other than that, I mean, this chapter, you are right. It's probably about time for people to start punching people in One Piece again, because it's probably been a month and a half since someone's been punched. More than that,
yeah.
honestly, if you count the break, it's probably been a solid like, because we've been dealing. Because before this, we had the Sabo explanation, and the Sabo explanation took a while.
And I mean, I guess you saw some fighting with Garby and Kizaru, but I don't care about that. I need Luffy to get into the punch fighting.
I mean, but when we showed up there, it was basically over, and then Dart basically made a way for God, why Kobe to get out.
Yeah,
And then Kobe got out. He showed the fact that because I almost thought it was Kobe punching that island that caused all the stuff. And it's just like, excuse me, if he got hockey like that,
mm-mm.
what's going on?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
But no, them using the Mother Flame makes a lot more sense. I don't. It's. I guess we can honestly say we're probably inside the back 20% of the series because the stages for the most part we're getting closer and closer to set. If we're not at the back 20%, I would say we're back at the back 25 at the very least 70. Like the pieces are starting to get moved into place, and we
Yeah,
are
that's
very
fair.
very close to. We're moving towards the. We're moving towards the crescendo of the entire series.
Yeah, no, I'm
So,
fully with both of those.
so what do we want to see next chapter? I guess how Luffy and the crew are getting out of there.
Yes, I need to see the island get attacked for real. I need to see if Tomorrow is going to help out. I need to see VB come back and join the crew. There's just so much.
I mean, apparently, if you rebel, you just got to get set on fire.
Well,
So,
we don't see. Well, they can't. Well, it has to charge, so I'm thinking that that's why they need York. That's why they wanted York and lied and said, "Yeah, you can come as long as you can keep this mother flame working."
and York probably can't keep the Mother Flame working by herself. I don't think
Probably
so.
not.
She's probably giving lots of false promises and all that other stuff. And but this, I mean, this is officially like, yes, Luffy was against the world government, but it was more so tangentially just by the actions that he was taking. But I think this
Yeah,
move probably makes him directly adversarial to the world government, and this actually aligns him with Dragon and then Revolutionary Army because I always kind of wondered how that was going to happen and how they were actually going to end up aligned. But yeah,
that
that
makes sense.
uh, yeah, it does. At least I think so. So we're the lines in the sand are drawn
Mm.
for everybody except for Shanks. I think that's the last place thing that we got to figure out how what side he actually falls on.
Luffy's.
I
Yeah,
think maybe
I'm
he's
pretty
just better
confident.
at playing the game to get to his end result that he wants. Because it's obvious
It
that
might be.
Shanks doesn't want the One Piece because he probably could have been had it.
Yes, I think it's. I think he's on Luffy's side. I think he don't fuck with Blackbeard. I think that now that Luffy's awakened, I think that he's gonna go and try and take care of Blackbeard for Luffy.
Nah, Luffy got to take care of Blackbeard himself. You can't be holding my grandfather hostage or kill my grandfather and lead to my brother dying. We got to play Nucky if you buck it, and we got to fight. Sorry, not
Mm,
sorry.
that's fair.
Well, this has been our first chapter reaction. I think. I don't think there's too much else for us to say. Uh, this
Yeah,
has been
no, I'll probably
Otaku.
bring in Frankie maybe over the weekend and see if he wants to talk about the chapter.
Yep, he'll have way more insights than we do. And honestly, the probably next reaction that you'll get out of us is maybe JJK because the next chapter is probably going to be wild.
It's already out. I
Ooh.
can send it to you. I haven't read it
Okay.
yet, but it's out. Yeah.
Well, we'll read and we'll give you we'll give you a reaction to that sometime this week.
Yep.
Probably look out for that. So I'm not going to give it the exact date because that date's the entire video. So, shh. All right. Like,
All right.
comment, subscribe, do all of the things. Follow us over at Otaku Down on YouTube. Love you guys. We're out.